that we've had 242 people on this crash, on this aircraft. Nobody on that aircraft has survived. This is official news now coming in. There is nobody who has survived who was on board that Boeing 787-8 aircraft of Air India, which shortly after 1:30 p.m. this afternoon took off from Ahmedabad International Airport on a flight to London Gatwick Airport. Moments after taking off, the Dreamliner crashed into a dense residential area. You can actually see a part of the tail of the aircraft over there, and it crashed on top of a building. That building completely destroyed. That is a hostel. It's part of a college for medical students in Ahmedabad, but it's just horrific that we can now report on the basis of what we are being told that there are no survivors in this. 242 people were on this crash. More than all on board AI-171 are feared dead. There were more than 160 Indian nationals on that aircraft. There were 53 British nationals on that aircraft. There were 7 Portuguese and 1 Canadian. There were 2 infants also on that aircraft. There was a cabin crew. There were the crew members, I believe, were 10. Well, 2 pilots and I think 8 cabin crew is what we are looking at. So that I'm just slightly unclear of the number of crew members on board, whether it was 10 or 12 and 1 are dead. That's the news that we are breaking. It is just so sad. It's the information that has come about 4 hours or so after the incident took place. This is the first crash of a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. The aircraft entered service in 2009. Air India was among the first major airlines to order the aircraft. They ordered more than 25 of them. Since then, Vistara, which has also acquired them, Vistara, of course, has been merged with Air India subsequently, and the combined airline operates under the name Air India. There are all sorts of theories doing the rounds. I mean, we have been reflecting some of these points, but, again, we aren't experts over here. And all we can say is that we just hope that the flight data recorders, the black boxes as they are known, are recovered very, very soon. The aircraft, didn't gain altitude at all. It rose to an altitude of approximately 650 plus feet. It had an airspeed of 174 odd knots. In that stage of its flight, just moments after taking off, it should have been at a speed of more than 200 knots at the time when it went down. Questions are being asked about the performance of the engines. Questions are being asked about whether there was a dual bird strike into the engine nacelles, as a result of which the engines didn't deliver thrust. Questions are being asked about whether the flaps, which are a component of the wings of the aircraft, were in their proper configuration for takeoff. Again, that's something we don't know. Many pilots we've spoken to say that picture right there in the middle of your screen doesn't give us enough information to suggest that the flaps were incorrectly placed or was in an improper setting. The thing is that, and they say that there is an improper setting, the improper configuration alarm which would sound in the cockpit if that were to take place. The flap setting is absolutely essential to ensure that the aircraft continues to land and continues to fly after takeoff. So that's another question which is being asked. But this is an extremely advanced aircraft. It's got a digital, it's a fly-by-wire aircraft, extremely reliable. There are multiple redundancies in the flight management system, the fly-by-wire system, the very high level of automation, which is designed to prevent a situation like this to actually, to take place. In fact, the fact that it went down like this is absolutely shocking. We're joined by Sumit Susilan, an aviation expert and author. Sumit, on the basis of what you're seeing so far, and we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but are there any initial thoughts on the video as you see it?
Yeah, when I see this video, because I was one of the first batch of crew who were trained for this aircraft in India with Air India in 2013.
Right.
So, and we used to get the information from the manufacturer itself that this aircraft will never crash. The engine is one of the best. Like heads-up display. The first aircraft which comes up, that is 787 Dreamliner, which got a head display also. So we know the technology, it has one of the best engines, the G.
All right, Dr. Susilan, go ahead. All right, we'll try and get him back but let's just please try and get him up. We've been having quite a few failures on the internet, but we'll try and get him up very soon. Air Marshal Sanjeev Kapoor with us as well. Air Marshal Kapoor, go ahead, sir, with any further thoughts that you may have.
What I can see is that we need to look at how we should avoid this kind of reoccurrences in future. Every accident gives us lessons for future, and there's a responsible aviation community in this country. I'm sure the Ministry of Civil Aviation, DGCA, and the Bureau of Civil Accident Investigation will come up with certain recommendations. Some would be specific to the fleet, that is the Boeing fleet. Some would be specific to the area where we operate, and some would be general. So this work will, I think so, commence immediately. Second is the nuances involved with the infrastructure that is coming around our airfields. I feel the government should have a serious look at the funnels. We call them funnels, both approach and landing funnels, that is on the both sides of the runway, wherein the heights and though all clearances and approvals are required, and wherever in our country we feel that the violations exist, these obstructions should be removed. That is my next suggestion. The accident investigation is going to take time. The real cause of accident will take a few months, if not weeks, or to come. The flight data recorder, as we speak, would be salvaged. And
I'm interrupting you.